even if we're not live. Oh. Yeah, as soon as it's like a pending stream, Kelly Voss is there. She pumpkined, ghosted, and vampired us. Woo-hoo. What is going on with you? She's trying to get a you just flashed your butt at everybody. She's trying to get that last pumpkin lit. Well, obviously. You can see my toque today. I think I'm going to have to shift the camera down a smidgen because we do have to show you guys form and function. That's what we're really pushing on. Thanks to Cheryl again, too. She's been working on those thumbnails. So right as we're setting up for the live, I can plop the actual thumbnail on these videos so you know on day 4 it is a leg day. On these videos. Oh, my Lord, I'm live. I'm live and loud. So she's getting her shoes on. I'm staying over here. We are doing pyramids today. I'm going to come on over here. Big shout out to everybody that met us at the JAG Center last night. So fun. Wow, the acoustics. I was in heaven, Kelly. I was in heaven. Didn't have a mic yet, but the voice was. It was angelic. Flicky and the Kinnicky. Thank you to everybody. Our spin starts on Monday, and we only have one bike open for our Arm Prior spin. Given we don't have copious amounts of bikes, we do have enough, and there's only one spot left. So Trish, if you want to come to the maiden voyage, I know it's at 6:30. There's one bike left, Gibber. I can sign you up. You can text on here if you want to. 2 minutes. We're going to go over, there's no bells and whistles today. We're going to talk about where you should be driving out of. We're going to talk about range of motion. I'm even going to talk about if you have a forward fold in your squat, things that you can do to correct it. If you do have something to elevate your heels. Day 4, how you feeling?
Halloween and like a little uncomfortable, not going to lie.
Why? Because you're stiff?
No.
It's tight.
Because I'm supposed to be an evil minion. And this is all because our daughter, Danica, is like a beautiful minion with her friends. And so we were going to like really challenge the costume and she didn't like this.
I'm signing Trish up. I'm sorry. I gotta hop onto the app.
Yeah, you
Trish. So
can
you talk for a minute?
Will. Okay. So the thing is, she got the adult skirt, the beautiful blue adult skirt. I got the children's skirt that like it doesn't go up. It definitely doesn't go down. And so I came out like this, completely stuck.
I think Kelly Voss, because she is a nurse, right? We know that. I think she's concerned about your circulation right now.
I'm concerned. I had to be extricated from my own skirt.
We will be using the jaws of life to get that skirt.
Yes.
We gotta call Katie. We gotta call this one in. I'm gonna need some backup. I am filling up the last spot. Arm Prior Monday spin is officially full. Are you gonna start with weights? I don't think so. Are you gonna start with bands? I would say not. I would say start with Trish Gibson is taking that last spot. I would start with body weight on these ones. Back it up. I need to give a shout out here. Okay,
because Bonner's first pumpkin, he killed it. If you know Five Nights
at Freddy's? Yeah,
FNAF. He did this. First pumpkin ever.
I need to shout that out. Like, thanks for buying me time. Okay, Arm Prior Spin Monday is officially full. Thank you so much, Trish. I'm glad that you're going to be there. Cheryl can't be there because she's hanging out with a bunch of 11-year-old girls. Sorry, my bad.
Ring-up players.
Squats, please. Heels under hips or shoulders, depending on where we're going with this. It is pyramid today, Kelly Voss. So that means a 30, 45, 60, 30, or 60, 45, 30 seconds of work.
It's hard.
A little bit of recovery in between. So our heels are out. If you are using bands with this type of movement, the bands are underfoot again. We're going to ask you to drive your knees over your toes, come on up, and then just drop back down. So while we're doing this, this is a 30-second well, this camera kind of doesn't like legs either. While we're doing this, this is a 30-second work. I'm going to show you something that can actually help you if you're a bit of a forward fold squatter. Don't worry about me. There is lots of time to get these squats in. If you have dumbbells and you find when you're doing your squats that instead of staying up nice and tall like Cheryl, take a break, you kind of tip down. Elevating the heels with something, whether it's a step or a plate. I'm using some dumbbell handles right now. My heels are there. I still have the same foot position for a squat. Moving into some shoulder loaded ones. This one's 45. So I don't have too much issue with forward folding at this point. I can imagine as the body ages, right? If I don't work range of motion, I may start to have a little bit harder time keeping my torso up. So I can really feel the ease of really almost staying at a 90 degree on these squats just because I've elevated my heels. And again, we're going to go through this just to show you guys if you are having trouble staying here and you fold forward when you're doing a normal squat, elevate the heels with something. Heels are elevated, toes are on the ground. You warming up yet? Have you ever worked out in a tutu before? Nope. Okay. This feels actually just beautiful. If I'm having troubles with range of motion, I'm going to elevate the heels. We're moving on to the big minute. The big minute. I'm still staying with some body weight stuff because there's a lot coming up today. And again, for those of you who are just joining us on this platform, week 1. Oh no, I think I ate oatmeal too late. Have you ever, excuse me, full disclosure, our morning has been wild. Well, there's half two.
Kate's down here. I'm half dressed. I'm stuck in my tutu.
I can. Woman. Open up the knees over your toes. Look at how wide my knees are. You interrupted. Hello. Okay, keep going.
I don't even know what to say.
You had a wild morning. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but our morning here was wild.
Yes.
And then I corrected your form. Go ahead.
I don't know what I was saying now. Oh yes, I was stuck in my tutu. Literally, I hear, Harold, 8 minutes alive. I'm stuck in the tutu. Shoulders over my head. Just pulled her clothes out.
It's true, actually.
Thrown him down here. She's in her pajamas.
I was in my avocado, good fat pajamas. 3, 2, shake it out. I mean, we're going down the pyramid schematic. I'm going to give them this angle. Tomorrow when I give you this angle, my belly will be here because the children have been given instructions. Go find Mummy Candy. You ready? Knees out, chest up, butt down, 45. So we're on the downward slope on this. So yeah, so she came down and she was like this. And I was like,
pajamas.
I was in my pajamas because I have to set up the studio because I have to break it down and set it up for clients. Spin, like there's.
We didn't have our coffee before.
Yeah.
We didn't get our walk. It's been, the kids missed the bus. We had to drive them in. One's in the closet because he's upset about something. No, seriously, like, are there any parents out there that has had a morning like this?
Oh my God.
Happy freaking Halloween.
Pushing through your heels and the outside of your feet. I'm starting to get warmed up a little bit here. I'm going to front face for 30 more seconds. Then we're going to move on to some wide stance tip overs. We got to talk about those as well. Straight. What's wrong? Go ahead. You have a lot on. Yeah, so she's actually rocking. I love steampunk. I love that whole like fashion thing. So she's actually found my steampunk goggles. Well, I know. Oh, look at me go without weights on. Or tutu. So yeah, so Kelly, last big push on this one. Thank you for commenting on the thumbnails too, guys.
Yeah.
That's so nice. It's so nice. I was like, Cheryl, they're noticing your stuff.
You gotta be more professional.
Right? That's what I mean. Like,
and then we're looking like this. Like, I mean,
you know, wide stance tip overs. If you are using your bands, you're gonna put your bands under your feet, roll your shoulders back. I want you to pull your hips back with a straight spine and lead up with your head. I'm going to give you this angle. Now you can go wide with these. Your toes are slightly out from your heels. So you're going to feel that nice stretch into your hamstring and glute. Lead up with your head. Okay, so shoot back your hips. Then lead up with your head. You got her. A couple new people in Rhythm Pilates last night. Yeah, they're great.
They're all great.
They are all great. It's nice meeting some new people. Do you want to grab anything heavier? Okay. That was a great stretch. The hamstrings are a little bit tight, I find. We did some work in some other classes this week, aka Elmont. Shoulders roll back. Those people are killing tip at the hips, those classes. So again, we want to pull the shoulder blades back.
I love,
Yes. Let me come over here.
I mean, for anybody on here that knows Kate, his work with Kate has been,
This is where the apology comes in.
I'm not apologizing, right? Are you apologizing to everybody?
No.
See, I already interrupted again.
That's what therapy is for. Okay.
I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, seriously, people.
I'm thinking what you're saying was, for any of you that know Kate, she gets a little bit crazy.
Oh, no. So, you know how she gets. Yeah, maybe a little bit crazy. Maybe that's where I was going. But as people get to know you and get more comfortable, they're also talking back.
Oh, there's retaliation from the.
It's fun.
The minions are
The
retaliating.
quiet ones, and now all of a sudden,
This is 1 minute.
saying,
This is 1 minute.
she's like, don't worry, I always pick up. She goes, yeah, you do. And she's like, she's the quiet one. This is awesome.
Well said.
I love it.
Leave it up.
And then you made a joke.
It
I
was.
thought you were hilarious.
It was so funny. Trish was there.
And then one of the girls was like, yeah, so funny.
Oh,
Hilarious. and just, she turns to me, she goes, she is mean. Like, not even kind of nice, right? Because we're working hard for Pilates.
Because
This
we're
is
working
what's
hard.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Because
a
they're
good
comfortable.
group.
They're feeling
Yes.
safe.
Because they're freaking funny like you guys.
It's amazing.
I don't want you to feel shy when you're around me. I want you to come at me. Because listen,
Wear the tutu.
I'm coming at you. Pull your shoulder blades back so your weights don't touch the ground. So try and retract the shoulds. Dig with the outside of the running shoes. Really outside. Can you not feel that more so on the outer portion of that hamstring strip? Okay. Put those down for a second. I started with just a body weight on the 30. I jumped up to 22.5s. I have some 30s now. I'm going to stick with those for 45. Remember, when you grab your weights, bend at the knees, chest up, wide with the toes slightly out from the heels, shoot the hips back. You also want to have just a soft bend in your knees, so don't lock them out because we don't want to be pulling anything around that knee area, right? Can feel the shoulders from yesterday, having to stabilize on these wide stance tip overs. Inhale, shoot the hips back. Exhale, lead up with your head. Keep trying to re-roll those shoulders so your spine doesn't bow forward. Whew, getting warm. Full day of legs on week 1, but we're bringing it back to the basics. Love tippos for the backside chain. You will be stiff tomorrow, especially roll it up, bend at the knees. Especially if you haven't been doing lower body, if you haven't been walking or cardioing or weight bearing, these simple moves, they're gonna make you stiff tomorrow. So make sure you stay mobile over the weekend. Right on. We kind of gotta watch how much sugar we get into ourselves because we know that sugar is gonna make everything a lot worse. It's gonna inflame your joints and all that stuff too. So
so good.
Oh, I know. Be mindful though, right? Or just, you know what, experiment.
See, find me under the covers, just covered in wrappers.
What's that crinkling sound? Is that a wunderbar? Just in. There's some for you too. They're delicious. We're moving into lunges next, and we're going to stay with our right foot forward, left foot back for the whole schematic of 30, 45, 60, 45, 30. Right foot forward, left foot back. You go front on, I'll go side. Okay, so the big thing about lunges is focus more on bending your back leg than your front. A lot of people lead a lunge with I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. So my leg is straight, and this leg, by the time this one starts to bend, pushes way far forward. So leave the front leg alone. Think about the back knee. Drop it and pop it. I know a lot of the time people have an issue with balance on these. Can you also remember what you're doing on these rounds so we can replicate that on the left? Maybe grabbing some light dumbbells. You want to make sure that your balance is there. Maybe you still want to use weight. The band would be on your, underneath your right foot on this, right? You can always shimmy up to a wall, or maybe just keep one dumbbell in the hand, and you can trap the other hand on the wall. So again, when I come down, I'm pushing through my front heel, but I'm also engaging my glute at the top. But that glute engagement doesn't mean hyperextending or doing like a back bridge on these. It's just really kind of finding those muscles, giving them a little contraction or a flex, and inhale to exhale. So a lot of the time people have issues with balance, as I was saying. So sometimes going wider with your feet, not further back, but wider. So the distance between the front foot and the back foot is a little bit chunkier in the middle there. Kind of gives you a little bit more of a stability. So that example is, instead of doing this, kick the back leg out a little bit wider. Just make sure that the heels are still running straight. That'll give you a little bit more balance. 1 minute on these. You can shoulders back if you like. Right foot is still forward. Inhale to exhale. Dude, you just cracked. I know. Everything's cracking. So again, all kidding aside, lunges are tough for some people. So sometimes just holding the deepest depth that you can, and sometimes really shallow movements. The thing is, you gotta try this stuff out unless you've been told that you can't, because you don't have to look like Cheryl. You don't have to roll in with your green tutu, getting that knee all the way down to the ground. Absolutely not.
What the heck?
Right, baby.
Still 25.
Pew, pew. I killed her this week.
Oh, I'm so sore.
Oh, you're welcome. Push through your front heel, though, not your front toe. Yep. Lots of lady bits firing off right now. My bum cheek on my right side is on fire. I'm okay with that. These are the big muscle groups. Stepping up and through. Just shake out the jump for a sec, please. Yeah, even the left leg. Right foot. She's be squinting. Right foot forward, left foot back. We are on the 45. Okay, so again, focusing on pivoting on that back foot. And then again, that marker is make sure that you get that front knee over your front ankle. Oh, yeah.
The balance is going now that we're tired.
Well, I told her too, right? Because she has had a big week. And she's working 2 big shifts this weekend. So I told her, I'm like, buddy, like, A, you don't have to do the workout. But if you do want to do the workout, just don't go all out today, because the legs are already a little bit sore. And she got to use those things for her work, right? So it's all those little things, right? We have conversations about, so your front heel almost curling up your tippy toes, right? Almost curling up the tippy toes of the right foot, just to make sure the right heel is the mover. Right foot forward, left foot back. Last set of 30. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you can feel that heart rate pumping, right? That body is rocking and rolling. I can feel my calf of my left leg. As I come down, I get a stretch in that calf, right? Because the toe is elevated. So getting a little calf stretch on there. Again, trying to keep our bodies up instead of forward folding. I'm going to let you know you have 10 seconds. You're not going into the left lunge right away. We're going to do narrow stance, tip, overs. I need you to remember the pattern that you did with your right foot forward. I'm going to test out the back and go a little bit lighter on these tip overs. I'm going to grab some 22.5s. Again, your light to my light to your heavy to my heavy. Feet together, heels together. Tip of the hips. Oh, nice sink. Lead up and through. Again, I want you to, oh geez, I'm not even doing it. Make sure your toes are lined up. I had 1 foot forward. It was my right foot. It was still in that lunge position. So a soft bend in the knees. Push through your heels, guys, girls, people. As soon as you step up, push through your heels, find your hamstring, squeeze your booty. Do it again. Tip the knee up. Okay, I like it. The back feels okay. I'm definitely walking with a little bit of jello in my legs at this point, but that's what we show up for, right? Bend at the knees, picking up those dumbbells. I'm going to give them this angle, Harold. Make your feet kiss, please. Shoulders back, shoot back the hips. Super straight spine, lead up, okay? Your cue on this, drive through your heels right now, up as soon as you stand up. Shift your hips back, feel the stretch in your hamstring. Try and balance off your right and your left side. And I want you to attack where your bum meets your hamstring. Okay, so that's where you got to stay connected on this. I even ride a little bit further, still putting pressure on the outside of my foot versus my arch. Okay, how's the low back? Definitely getting a lot of work in these forward folds. Inhale to exhale, up and through. You got her. I would put these down for a sec just for your grip. If you are having trouble with all the forward folds, a different thing that you can do is just get down onto the floor. You can curl up into a high bridge and just do some pulses as well. So that's a great modification. Bend the knees, up and through, is doing some of that floor work with bridge work. Tipping at the hips, shoot it back, pushing through our heels. Again, cleaning up that right foot, it's a little bit far back. Losing a little bit of control of my limbs right now. Come on, buddies. So we're going to shoot the hip back. Inhale, exhale, up and through. I am so excited. I am so selfish. I'm so sorry to finally have 4 spin classes back in my life a week. I'm not a runner. I'm not a rower. I'm not any of that stuff. I love to do indoor cycling. It's just my form of cardio. I'm not a swimmer. I don't do aquafit. I spin. And cardio is so good for my mental health, so good for my heart and lungs, and coaching is just good for my soul. So on that note, right, with the winter weather coming, we have 2 more rounds on this. We did a lot of walking, we did hiking. Finally got my spin back, I'm super happy. What are your cardio plans for the winter? Up and through. Right? It could be a lot of stuff. I think we're going to try some snowshoeing this winter. Yeah.
That's my mental health.
Yeah, I don't downhill ski much. We used to in Cap when we grew up. Very small hill. Pull your shoulder blades back. Right? Your head should be lined up in between your shoulders and not front forward when you forward fold. So pull your scabs back, make your back work, and then lead up with your head. So I'm definitely starting to feel this in my low back. Inhale to exhale. The good thing is this is your last forward fold. The also good thing is you're working on your ass and your hamstrings right now. Bending at the knees to put those weights down. We got 1 more round. Got a good sweat on, man. These are the workouts where I'm like, give me that protein shake. I can feel my muscles growing. I know. Up and through. You got her. Last round. Shoulders back. Hips go back. Head goes up. Push through your heels. Squeeze out the hamstrings. Now you got to keep your core tight. Because if you're kind of breathing through your belly, like your core isn't locked in. You really have to pinch, squeeze, contract, engage your belly. Right? We always say, pretend I'm in your room right now, tickling you, and tense it up. You guys are almost there. Nice, bending at the knees. 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. I'm going down slow. Now my pattern for my lunges, because we're getting into that next, left foot forward, right foot back. I did just body weight on my first set. Left foot forward, right foot back. Focus on bending the back knee. Making sure your front knee. Ooh, I feel light now taking those dumbbells off my body. But I know that these are going to spark up now too. So again, I'm having a little bit of a challenge with my left foot. So I don't know if you guys are doing the same, but my left big toe pad keeps trying to lift off. So I'm going to focus personally on pushing more into my big toe pad. If you guys find that you're pushing with your toe, right? Does your toe feel like it's coming through your runner? You got to pull that weight back into your heel. I'm going to grab these 8s, going into our 45, right? 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You can shoulder stack, team, right? Keep the dumbbells at your side. Focus on your back knee, and then just focus on pushing through your left heel. So right off the bat, I can feel that big toe pad of my left foot. It's trying to lift up. So I'm going to keep focusing on that personally, because if my foot goes wobbly, it's going to take stabilization off my knee. And I want that knee to track over my ankle. Lactic acid's coming up now. Cheryl and I both have some severe upper lip sweat.
Well, here's
Well, it's not actually. I turned the furnace off. That's just air. I know. Don't worry, spinners. We're capping all this stuff. The room will be cold. Trish, we also need your fan. Poor Trish. You're dripping in the elbows.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? Day 4 of 20. Day 4. Look at those jackos. We are invested into these holidays. Wait till Christmas. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Cheryl went on a body weight on the 62nd one, and I kept up with these 8. So again, hoping, sometimes when you're just given everything, it's hard to remember the weights. So that's one thing that we do want you to pay attention to, especially when we're doing, multiple sets of things. Tomorrow's going to be awesome. It's going to be kind of poopy because Cheryl's not here. It's going to be awesome because it's triceps and core. It's going to be great. It's going to be another great hybrid of 2. I love doing triceps. I love getting volume underneath that arm. 20 seconds left. This is the bigums here. How you guys doing? Inhale to exhale to up and through. Almost there. Oh, I just got that sweat coming out of my armpit. Dripping down my elbow. Stepping out and through. So again, the 15. Are you
I just
hiding?
want to go high.
No, they can see you.
Over here.
They can see you. Left foot forward, right foot back. Inhale to exhale. You got her. So exercise number 7 is not on the paper because trick or treat, Cheryl. Yeah, I didn't put it on.
I thought we were almost done.
Oh, I know you did. Yeah, she can only see 6 of the exercises because it is Halloween. And everybody's like, oh, well, what does that mean? Any opportunity I can get to kind of torment Cheryl, especially on a leg day. We got less than 10 seconds left on your 45, so I think that's pretty okay. Inhale to exhale up and through. You got her. Hey team, if you can, I'm shaking off my elbow sweat here. If you can get that back knee all the way down to the floor, do it. Just control how fast that kneecap, that patella is coming down to the ground, okay? Range of motion, last 30. Some of us like to speed up a little bit on that last round. I can feel my back hip flexor getting a bit tight. So I'm going to stay slow and controlled. If you guys want to give a little bit of speed here, let's go. Rock and roll it. The next exercise has calves in store. Okay? You look like you're super in prayer position right now.
I am trying for it to be over.
3 seconds, right to the beep.
Oh, gosh.
Nice. Okay, so calves, you can do them on stairs if you have them. Elevating your toes so you get a nicer dip in your heels. We have the floor. I am going to hold these 8s on my shoulders. It's a parallel calf raise. So you're going to come up and squeeze and squeeze. So again, depending on the rotation in your toes, I want you to try and focus on pushing equally. So you're going to get both parts of the calf. Inhale and exhale. And again, if you want to stay up, squeeze it. Try not to stay down too long. Excuse me, there's the oatmeal making another appearance. This felt okay for a warm-up. I'm going to put those back. Oh, okay, calves. I'm going to put some 20s for the 45. I'm going to shoulder stack it because it's going to be right on top of those calf muscles. Hip distance apart. And we're going to squeeze. So I just want you to also make sure that your heels are staying in front of your toes and vice versa. So you're not forming a V in or a V out. Again, this is a parallel calf raise. Squeeze it. You got her. Squeeze it. So I'm wondering how everybody's energy, who's been with us all 4 days right now, how's your body feeling, right? Are you stiff? Are you tired? What do you feel about tomorrow? It's small muscle groups. Inhale to exhale. Mostly on the mat. I can really feel the balls of those calves starting to build up now. Yeah, I like it. I think I want to try 25s. I think I want this. Again, legs for me, they're a tough area. So I really like that challenge of keeping up with this conditioning, right? To keep everything in check down there. Squeeze and squeeze. Oh, are you staring at me? What dumbbells? Oh, okay. What dumbbells do you have on your shoulders? 25s. Okay, again, telling you guys what the weights are. I like it when people share. Morissette did 15s on the overhead press. I know she's a beast though. You've never met her. She is like an Amazonian goddess who's really good at math. Like super good. She's like perfect. I know. Sorry, Chris. I think I love everybody on this platform. They all have so many skills that I don't have and never will have. And I appreciate you guys for choosing to do what you guys do in life because they all do a really good job in what they do. I think I want some 30s on my shoulders after this. Again, calves are another place that I wanted to. I'm appreciating a breeze.
What breeze?
From you breathing.
Oh, there's no breeze.
The hardest part on this is getting these mofos up onto my shoulders. Okay, that's the hardest part, Kate Durst. Now you just got to do a little cookie lift here. I want cookie. We have Girl Guide cookies actually up in the cupboard. I'm going to pretend I'm getting a Girl Guide cookie. I know, yes, we are gluten-free, but they are the mint ones. I got them for you. Thank you. I haven't touched them yet. There's been so much other stuff I've been shoving in my face. There was homemade gluten-free brownies. Thank you, Danica. Homemade gluten-free muffins. Thank you, Cheryl. Trish, Mama's hungry. What are you bringing tonight, Talamont? So again, you got to keep your traps engaged, especially if you got the dumbbells on them. Because man, do these heavy weights ever push? I am not taking these bad boys down. I'm keeping them up here. Shoulder stack or just holding them at the side. Cheryl's doing more work by holding those dumbbells. Obviously, we're going to grip strength in her forearms. Team, shoulder width apart. Last 30, focus on the contraction. Okay, focus on the contraction, up and down. Here we go. This is your last scheduled exercise. Inhale to exhale. There's no exercise.
Why? Oh, right. The timer. See?
What? Katie's right. She's so mean. Katie's right. Oh God, bend at the knees. Please watch your back, team.
Oh, they almost get out there.
Okay, there we go. Now, team, if you can, I would grab onto a wall. I'm going to ask you to grab that left leg, put it up above your knee. Let's sit down, straight spine, right? Forward fold. You're not getting too much out of me right now because my hip and glute are stiff. But I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, I am going to try and squeak down a little bit more. So the inhale, think about elongating those muscles. As you exhale, just kind of melt down. Not enough time for stretching, as we know. Please tuck your tailbone, roll your spine right up, shoulders back. Fleet. Oh, you got it on right now.
Just so they can't see me cry.
Oh my God, you can see one eye though. Oh, this is a big tight hip right now. So again, it's over your kneecap. It is not on or near it. And then you're really almost pushing your gut forward. Pull your head back. We got to work on that spine, man. Pull that head back. Inhale, figure out where you're stiff. I'm stiff right up in here. As I exhale, I'm going to melt front forward. Give me one more breath in and out. When you guys have done your exhale, I want you to also kind of tilt the tailbone, roll it up, and then go shoulders back. If you have a chair, you can always load your foot behind, pushing your hip out. If you're able, grab the foot, pull the heel in. I can feel my quad. Soft bend in the opposite leg. Forward fold if you want a bit of a deeper pull. Oh, by my shape. Last day of October, stand tall, flip it. Other side, right? Whether you're chair locking or grabbing that foot, soft bend in the knee of the leg that's supporting. Again, can you please still try and keep your supporting knee and hip over your ankle of the foot that's on the floor? Same thing with the foot that's elevated. Tuck your knee in, stack it under your hip, and then come on up and through, slow and steady. We're gonna give you one more to go with because we gotta let them go. Heel down, toe up. Oh, the calf is there. You can also modify with a forward fold stretch because Cheryl doesn't want to put her foot on the wall. I'm sure
I just
that,
like this because I also got it right on my hamstring.
okay, that's
I
fair.
love this one.
That's fair. I only get calf on this one. When you guys have had enough, again, don't rush. We're just giving you some options. Always roll out of the stretch or back off of it. You can roll your ankle around a little bit. And then let's go for that other side. Inhale to exhale. Thank you for continuing to watch our workouts. We rely on you guys as much as you do us. We're going to be honest with you. There's no reason for us to not show how the same we are. There's no reason for that. Why do I have to bring something that's not true? We're always going to be honest, back it up, roll it around. When we didn't have the live platform, we didn't do weight training. We need you guys here. You guys show up. We're going to do our best to take care of you safely. I'm nervous going in there. I feel like I'm going to get impaled. Okay. Oh, see, everything was safe. I'm okay. Kelly Voss says, love your costume, Cheryl. Enjoy the weather. I know it's going to be so warm here. Trish, we got you in for Monday's spin. Those of us that are watching on the hashtag replay, happy Halloween. We will see you. Well, at least I'll see you tomorrow.